Hey, welcome. How are you? Dan Shinder here, Drum Talk TV. Got a special show planned for you right now. And I'm going to make my way over there into the cockpit. And in the meantime, chime in. Tell me where you're watching from. I'm in Globe, Arizona, 100 miles east of Phoenix, up in the mountains, and it's snowing outside. The funny thing about that is it's just about like 1 o'clock in the afternoon as I'm starting the show, Mountain Standard Time, and it's been saying on my weather thing on my phone that it's been snowing for 4 hours. It just now started, so I have a feeling the hills around us are going to be covered. January 7th, 2024 marks 4 years since the passing of the late, great, the Professor Neil Peart. If you're a fan, by all means, go ahead and tell us how he inspired you, whether Neil directly or Rush, whether it's the music, lyrics, and I'm going to bring the show up here so I can comment with you as well and give some shout-outs. So you could talk about anything having to do with Neil, his style, his technique, your favorite drum set by Neil, your favorite Rush song, your favorite work by Neil as a drummer, your favorite lyrics, your favorite album cover. How many times did you see them? What was your favorite tour? Anything goes related to Neil. It's Neil Peart Day here at Drum Talk TV. And I'll give a little bit of my story, but this is about Neil. And I'll share some stuff about Neil. So I'm going to play in just a moment. I picked out a few gems from specifically the Power Windows tour, though there's probably at least a couple songs that aren't on that album that I will play that were on that tour. Wow, look at that. Where is that? This side. I got like brain burn from that LED light. That's hilarious. Anyhow, like I said, give me a shout out where you're watching from and any thoughts on Neil. And you know what? I'm going to tighten the camera. It looks like it's going to fall. Hold on a second. Whoops. Just a sec. And I'll be checking comments between songs. See if I can reach this without screwing everything else up. I guess that's okay. If it falls, and I'll get it. And you'll see my feet or the base of my timpani drums. That's all right. Okay, so here we go. Oh, watching from Downey. Oh, that's Steven. My son, our producer. Awesome. Thanks, Steve, for chiming in. But I know what you're doing. You're priming the pump so that other people will indeed chime in as well. Don't be shy, folks. Let's talk about Neil Peart, his music, his lyrics, and the music of Rush. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with one of my favorites. I'm playing to a new sound system I do not have dialed in. Hopefully, I can hang. This is Middletown Dreams. Give me just a moment. Oh, my other drumsticks are at my other kit over there. I'll get them after this song. Oh, so is the microphone holder. Wow. Okay, we'll use this one. Bear with me just a sec. I'm really organized and together, aren't I? Where you're watching from? What's your favorite album? What's your favorite work by Neil? I'm getting my microphone holder. Just a moment, please. It's on another mic stand. And the other one's in my other drum kit. Just a sec here. Yeah, chime in with thoughts, please. Neil was just such not only a great drummer, but an amazing lyricist and also a huge influence on people, not just as a drummer and an influence to drummers, but just as the soundtrack of our lives for a lot of us who are Rush fans. I saw them, I think, 16 times. I missed only 4 tours since the Hemispheres tour, which was my first. And here's a note from Fred Fisher. How you doing? Hey, Dan, watching from Boise, Idaho. I was on December the week after you. Oh, yeah. That's right. I saw you on that. Not December. Drummers Education Community. Cool. That's awesome, Fred. I saw some of that. And Gary Huell says, Coldwater, Ontario. Loved Neil. Cool. All right, let's let it rip. See if the old guy can hang here. We'll see. And we have no sound. What's going on here? This is anticlimactic, right? Hold on here. Let's try it again. Where's the mic? Wow, unbelievable. I just did 2 sound checks. What's going on? Hold on. Someone that knows what they're doing will be right with you. I'm going to futz around with some of this stuff in the meantime. Maybe it's going to start now. All right. In the meantime, give us a Neil Peart story. How has he influenced you as a drummer, musician, songwriter, or just a music fan? That sounds great, right? Wow. I can't believe this is happening. All right. Hold on. I'm going to try one more thing. Otherwise, we're just going to share stories together. Bear with me. I'm going to check comments. Middletown Dreams is my second favorite by Rush. My favorite is Time Stand Still. Really, Fred? That's awesome. Rick Davis, John Bonham Lives. That's nice, but this is not about John Bonham. Let me just see what's happening, and then we are going to let it rip as soon as I can just get the sound going like it was before. I got to put my little flashlight back here and see what the F word is going on. Looks fine. Everything looks fine. All right. I'm going to try one more thing. Hold on, Kay. Sorry about this. Oh, I think I know. Here we go. I think it's going to just start blasting. Wow, really? Oh, I know why. There we go. All right. We got it working. Recognize that song? I might play that. We'll see. That was the Trees. Okay, Middletown Dreams. Whew, wow. That was rough. I'll do my best here. And then I'll be back, and we'll chat in the chat. Here we go. Lower my seat slightly. All right.
Another song from Power Windows, a song about dreams, a song called Middletown Dreams.
Okay. So first of all, left my tea somewhere. I'm going to get my tea. First of all, I know that there's a lot of guys and girls watching. Whew. That's a fun first song without warming up really. Well, I did a sound check. Anyways, I know there's a lot of guys and girls out there that can play Rush a lot better than me. I know that. I'm here having fun, paying tribute to one of my favorites, one of my biggest influences, Neil Peart and Rush. I'm going to read comments as soon as I get back with my tea. It's just right over here by my other drum set. And I love that song. I love that song for the gravitas, and it's just so grandiose, yet it's dynamic. I love the story. I love the tribal rhythmic beginning. And I'm out of breath already, so thanks for joining me. No, I'm kidding. I'll play some more. Let me just... Oh, there's no mic holder on that. Of course, I remember. Okay. One sec. Sip of tea. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Brent Wesley in Queensland, Australia. Oh, down under, hey? Nice. Love Queensland. Lived there for a while. I lived in Australia for a couple years. Stephen in Geddy Lee's book, he mentioned he and Alex hit it off with Neil immediately when they talked about Monty Python and Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm listening to Geddy's audiobook, and Steve got me the printed book. It's just such a great read and listen. Just amazing. And we've got Sean Monroe in Huntington Beach, California. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. Zach Owens in Florida. Let's see if I missed anybody. If not, we're going to keep it rolling. Cool. Let's keep it rolling with, how about, I got to do something I somewhat know, okay? How about the trees? YYZ is on here, but there's a drum solo, but I guess I could just play the music part. But we'll go with, what do you want to hear first, YYZ or the trees? Or YYZ? Sorry, out there in Ontario land. Yeah, aren't us Americans odd with our own version of our English? Casper Van Halen, Seattle, Washington. Awesome. Oh, Bernard, also in Nimbin, Australia. And Fred says there's a great book out called Cultural Repercussions about the lyric writing of Neil Peart I got for a Christmas must read. Awesome. I will check that out. Stephen Courtier says first exposure to Rush and the Professor was 2112 and I was hooked. R.I.P. Neil. Same here. I was 13 years old when that came out. Ugh, I'll be 61 in April. How the fuck did that happen? And yeah, it blew my mind. And I still love Passage to Bangkok, especially live. Just dig that. So cool. What do you want to hear first? The trees or YYZ? YYZ or the trees? Trees, Z, YY, trees. Which do you want to hear first? I'm going to see if everything's still in tune. Got to tighten my snare a little bit. All right. Somewhat ready to go. The trees. Steve says the trees. So does Patrick. Okay, cool. In New Hampshire, or is that North Hollywood? All right, the trees. Here we go. Hopefully Dan can hang. I love, this may sound crazy. I'm not rationalizing. I seriously mean this. I love doing this when I haven't played in a while. And I don't play that often. I admit, you can probably tell. I don't work on my craft. I just pull stuff out of my deep memory catacombs back there of, yeah, I think I know this song, and hopefully my muscles will remember how to play it. The Trees is even a lot longer ago than that last one, so let's see. Audio sounds good, yeah? Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Should I talk less? All All right, I'll check sound comments after this song. Like my wood blocks? The trees. I remembered right before it happened, I remembered that fill that goes, it's like turns itself inside out. This one. That one. All right. How's the audio? Is the music too loud? If it drowns out me, that's fine. Let's see. The track sounds distorted and muffled, but drums are fine. Okay. I'll put the mic a little bit behind me more. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Bernard. Okay, next. How about, let's see what else is on this bootleg from the Power Windows tour. There's a couple I really want to play. I just don't know if I remember them that well, but we'll see. Okay, so how about YYZ next? Let's see that. I don't even know this first one. We'll see what happens here. All right, so I'm going to do this with the mic. Point it back there. All right. Yeah, here we go. Oh. I can't see it, though. Oh, yes, there it is. Little latency. Really? Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. Okay, where are my glasses? Who took my... Oh, here they are. Okay, another sip of tea. That was YYZ for you, one of my favorites. Been playing that since it came out. Well, not every day, but I mean, I learned it when it came out. Tea. 1 second. All right, once. Hold on 1 sec here. Trying to minimize the screen so I can get to another song. I'll do that in a second. All right. So, don't know why this thing's showing up on my screen. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you, Rob. Rob Wilkinson. How you doing? I've known Rob since 5th grade. Wow. Just saw Mr. Mandela about 3 weeks ago for a few days out there in the San Fernando Valley. Is Spirit of Radio on there? Yes, it is. So Steve's asking also if I could talk a little bit about how it felt going from the 70s to 80s with Permanent Waves. Actually, it was pretty cool. Thank you very much, Bernard. Marathon, says Gary, or Red Sector A. Maybe I'll do one of those or both. Thank you, and Patrick as well. So thanks, Steve, for that. It's a good little topic. It was cool going from into the 70s and 80s. I've always felt that the band, there's not an album I don't like. I'm pretty agnostic when it comes to that. I either really like a band or I don't. Well, I don't say I don't like them, you know what I mean. But with Rush, I love every album. That was a natural progression to go from 2112, Farewell to Kings, Hemispheres, then Permanent Waves, then Moving Pictures. They say that's their best album. That was a really great transition. And going to see them and watching their show develop. And Getty talks a lot about that in his book, My Effin' Life. So get that book, whether on Audible. I like listening to it. Steve also got me the printed version with amazing photos in it. Going all the way back to when Getty and Nancy not only first dated, but their first kiss got caught on camera by Alex's girlfriend hiding around the corner. It's just such a touching book. Neil, just amazing drummer who had more tools in his toolbox than I think a lot of people give him credit for, even though he gets a lot of credit, right? But let's check out one of these other songs. So Red Sector A or Permanent Wave, Spirit of Radio or Marathon. Okay, let's see. Let me switch over to the other screen. And let's do, how about, bear with me while I pick. Red Sector A. I don't have I still have my Simmons drums. That album influenced me to get Simmons drums. I still have them. They're not set up. I don't even know if they still work. But let's go with Marathon is a toughie. I'm going to do first. Something fell that I got to get. I'm going to do. Red Sector A is on here. Okay, I think I remember that. I want to ask everybody while I fix this light that fell over so the place doesn't burn down. What is your favorite song only rated on Neil's lyrics? Only rated on Neil's lyrics. What would you say your favorite, all-time favorite song is? I'm going to say, God, it's hard, right? You got to run through the whole catalog, which is not as easy to do with lyrics, well, in my opinion, as opposed to music. I'm going to say I love Middletown Dreams. That's the first one I played. 2112 is loaded with messages, as is Hemispheres. I love the last album, Clockwork Angels. I don't know if I could pick. The Trees is great. It's almost like a nursery rhyme, and I don't mean that in a demeaning way. It's a wonderful story about the metaphor of trees not getting along just like people because they're different, which amazingly still has not changed I don't know if it will in my lifetime. I just find that bizarre. But I can't bolt this thing on here. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's tight as it's going to get. Okay, like your mom. So, favorite lyric. I'm going to check comments, then I'm going to play Red Sector A. And I could play it without Simmons, right? It's just hit the beats. Still there? Are you still there? Oh, The Garden. Yeah, that's a beautiful, glorious song. Steve says, whether it based on music or lyrics, I still think it might be The Garden, also from Clockwork Angels. Interesting. Subdivisions by Kat. Hi, Kat. Closer to the Heart. Beautiful song. Rob Wilkins, his wife shopping me watching. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, I'll take a stab at Red Sector A. Hopefully I remember it. And my arms and legs and hands and feet do. Here we go. Hopefully the audio was better with the mic pointed back at the speakers.
This is called Red Sector A.
Surprised I remember that much of it, to tell you the truth. Thanks for that request. Marathon, huh? Maybe. Let's do Spirit of Radio first. Fred, thank you very much. Appreciate that very, very much. Subdivisions is in there. Thank you, Gary. Douglas Reed, how's it going? Red Sector, definitely a part of Veterans Memorial Day. Absolutely. One more sip of tea, then we'll do the Spirit of Radio. And thank you for hanging out with me, whether you're watching on the live or the archive, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Vimeo. Really appreciate it. It's fun to celebrate Neil on the 4th anniversary of his passing. Oh, I hope that's not a downer to do this. Oh, that's some good whiskey. Just kidding. It's Tension Tamer tea. I don't know why my wife says I need Tension Tamer tea. My wife. Oh, boy, my wife. My wonderful wife. Okay, let's go with Spirit of Radio. Hopefully I can hang. Yeah, it's got the Three Stooges theme. Oh, no, I'll skip that part. Whoops. I knew there'd have to be one big, obvious sore thumb that would stick out. Hey, I don't know if anyone's noticed this. I'm surprised no one's tried to bag on me for it. But sometimes, oh boy, sometimes in my right hand especially, I'm gripping the stick very, very oddly. It's because of my arthritis, just to be able to keep the stick in my hand. And when I grip like this, I lose all this type of finger action. So it's a little difficult, but it's part of just getting older and more worn. However, PSA, I have hearing aids arriving this week, which I'm so excited about. So play with hearing protection. I didn't play with hearing protection for a very long time because hearing protection at the time sounded like playing with fingers in your ears, and I couldn't hear my stuff. I couldn't have a sense of dynamics. It was just awful. So I never played with hearing protection, and I'm not paying for it. Everyone around me is. But we're fixing that. We're getting the hearing aids this week. They arrive. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to check out the comments in 1 sec after another sip of tea. Out of breath here. Feeling 60 and 9/12, man. Really feeling it. And that was the end of the tea. Okay, let's see who's saying what and what's up. Oh, we're about 45 minutes. Okay. Give me a 5-minute warning, Steve. And the reason why, folks, we like to keep it an hour or under so that we can put on Instagram in one piece. Let's see. Thank you, Paul Wood. Nice to see you from No Spoon. We lost him in January, then our loved ones in the months following COVID. Yeah, absolutely. That was really hard. Absolutely. Reading Paul's comment there. There you go. About hearing protection. Okay, I'll play one more, I think. Marathon. Busting my chops on Marathon. I'll see if I remember that. It's a beautiful song. Has a choir, an orchestra. Who would have ever thought, right? Marathon. Okay. Here we go. I might let them start and jump in. Hopefully I can hear it okay. Last one I couldn't hear very well. Go figure. Oh, I got to press play. And then put my glasses down so I don't... Press play, put my glasses down so I don't knock them over. That was weird. I stopped, and when I stopped the music, one of the drums or the timpani was ringing out going, boo. I think it was this. Yeah, only an octave up. Okay, there we go. Tribute to Neil. I did all of them except subdivisions. I'll do that another time because we're kind of out of time. Thank you, Gary. Zarly, how are you, Zarly? Angelina, how are you, dear? Awesome. Okay, this is it. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody, for following what we do. Thank you, Rush. Thank you, Neil Peart. I'd be fine if they never played Rush again. I don't mind if they play together, but I'm good. I'm good. So there you go. Tribute to Neil. Thanks, everybody, so much for following what we do. More fun stuff coming. Follow us on whatever your favorite channels are and the website. And, I got to go around there to turn it off because my tech is off today. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn this off. I'll come around and say goodbye real quick if I find the off button. After all, I am a drummer. There we go. Found it. Hey. All right. There we go. If you're watching the archive again, also feel free to chime in on any of that as I swoop on by. And thanks again, everybody, for joining me for this. I appreciate it. I could have just done it on my own and had fun, but I really like to share this stuff with you and have you share what's important in your musical world with me. That's a big part of what Drum Talk TV is all about. So thank you very much. Happy New Year.